Hi, welcome to Carol's Light Calming Corner. It's so good to see each and every one of you here today. I sure hope you enjoy your class, and please just make sure that you take care of yourself. And if we're doing either a pose or something that you're feeling uncomfortable with, I want to make sure that you know it's okay to first stop and just rest, go into a nice easy pose, sit like we're doing now, or you can go ahead and modify a pose that we might be doing by bending your knees a little bit or stretching your arms out either further or maybe going and using your elbows. I just want to make sure you're always safe and you know that you have a choice to be able to go ahead and decide what feels like a good yoga pain or a bad yoga pain. So once again, it's so nice to have you here today. And we're going to start in our nice seated position, and I'm going to ask you to take a nice deep breath in and just go ahead and use your mouth open or closed when you do an exhale. But make sure you're aware of your belly expanding and deflating. So let's take a deep breath in. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. I'm going to go ahead and have you stay in a seated position, but I'm going to ask you to bring the soles of your feet together and take your two-piece fingers and just put them right in between your big toes and try to bring the heels up towards your groin area or your inner thighs and look like we've got butterfly wings. And let's just go ahead and slowly raise on an inhale and exhale, bring them back down. So let's go ahead and be a butterfly. Inhale, wings up, exhale. Oh, the butterfly takes flight. Now just go ahead and do a normal breath and just do that a couple times. One more time. Go ahead and release. And I'm going to ask you to gently roll over with your knees and onto our tabletop position. Hands and elbows and shoulders are all stacked together. Hands are about shoulder width apart, knees on the ground, the tops of our feet on the ground, and we have a nice back that's stretched and feels good and nice and steady. You could actually put a glass of water on it and it wouldn't spill. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now we're going to do a cow. And on our deep breath in, we're going to lower our belly and engage looking forward and say moo. And as we exhale, let's arch our back and come into the kitty cat position, just like a Halloween cat. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Let's do cow one more. Exhale. I'm going to go ahead and ask you just to lower your hips back onto your top of your feet or into your heels. Lower your head and take a nice deep breath in while your arms are stretched out. One more time. This time we're going to come back up to the table position. And we're going to do a big inhale and moo. Exhale, kitty cat. Back to our table position. And now I'm going to ask you to go back in to a nice fold with your legs. And I'm going to have you bring them around forward So this time you're with the width of the mat, and go ahead and lay back. Your knees can be still bent, and I'm going to ask you to bring your knees towards you and your legs up, and go ahead and put your hands behind or in front of your shins, or you can even grab onto the balls of your feet and bring them up. This is called the baby position. So whatever you're comfortable with, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Let's do it one more time. However, if you want the balls of your feet, hold on to your shins, bring your knees to your chest. Oh, now go ahead and release. Take a deep breath in and do a nice relaxation. I'm going to go ahead and come up into a seated position, and you can remain laying just like you are, or you can come to a seated position however you'd like to. But we're going to do just a nice relaxation. We're going to let our mind float a little bit up to the clouds. And so I want you to go ahead and just close your eyes gently if you'd like to. If you're uncomfortable with closing your eyes, go ahead, and maybe if you're sitting up like I am, you could look at the wall and have a nice soft gaze. Or if you're laying down, you can gaze at something, up towards the sky or the ceiling. But just, I'd like your body to just be calm and be in the present, but I just want you to have a relaxation gaze just to help you. I'm going to get us a little bit of a background music for this. And what I'd like you to do while you're laying down, I'm going to ask you to take your first deep breath in, and as you exhale, use your mouth and say, ah. So let's take a deep breath in. And now you can just go into a normal, peaceful breath. And as you're sitting or laying down, I'd like you now just to pretend like you're laying in a nice, thick, soft meadow of green grass. And while you're lying in this soft meadow of green grass, and you're looking up at a beautiful blue, clear sky, and maybe just off in the distance you see some beautiful puffy white clouds. And what I want you to do is bring those clouds a little bit closer. And as you do, I want you to take a deep breath in. And as the clouds are coming closer to you, I want you to think of something and pass it on to the cloud as the cloud shifts by you. Because we all know that clouds don't stay with us long. They have their own path and their own breeze. And so I want us to be able to ask the clouds to move forward. And as we exhale, release something. Maybe you have a little concern in your heart. Maybe you have a smile you want to share with your grandma, but she's not with you. Maybe you just need to just release a little bit of anxiety or maybe stress that you might be thinking about. But let's take this moment to take a deep breath in. Bring the cloud closer. And as you exhale, release a thought and let the cloud take it away for you. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Take a deep breath in. The cloud is now here. Release its thought as the cloud gently breezes by. And as you're laying there, I'd like you to take just a nice peaceful breath. I want you to exhale, and I just want you to feel the calmness of maybe releasing a thought that you might needed to have a little help with, a little stress because you have a project due at school. Or how about like I said, blowing that kiss to your grandma or your dad or your mom, that you want them to know that you're thinking of them at this moment. I want you to be able just to take this moment of time to clear your mind. I want you to feel the presence of you and how happy it is that you're able to release and allow the clouds to take any burdens or share any happiness at that moment. And now I'd like you just to take a moment to take a deep breath in, and go ahead, if you had your eyes closed, to open them up. And if you just had a nice gaze and your eyes were already open, just now to collect and come back into the present. Oh, great job. I hope each one of you are feeling as nice and calm and as happy as I am. And before I let you go from this week's Calming Corner, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. And just remember the little sequence or the poses that we did today was the butterfly, and then we did the table position, and we did a cow and a cat, and then we did the baby pose and even rocked a little bit, maybe back and forth. And then we came back to our sitting pose, which we are in now. So you can do those any time of the week that you like. Maybe before you go to bed at night, you just need to bring yourself present and need to have a little bit of calmness. That will help you as well. But always take a present of time to be present, and have a deep breath in and a deep breath out. But before I close, I found 2 jokes that I wanted to share with you today. The first one is, what kind of key opens up a banana? That's right. What type of key opens up a banana? A monkey. I thought that one was so cute. And what has 2 legs but cannot walk? A pair of pants. I think those were so funny, and I wanted to leave you with a good laugh and a good thought. And let's just go ahead and take our final Calming Corner relaxation breath. We're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, peace begins with me. Namaste.